Hi, it's Mark. I'm coming to you from Allied Media Productions in Shreveport, Louisiana, where we're taking an HIV educational program, thus the fancy graphics. But for you, my blog audience, I have to share with you this interview I did with two 19-year-old young men from here in Shreveport, because they're going to smash every misconception you have about gay men in the South, gay men with HIV, and PrEP and treatment. Watch it right after this.
We all have the same condition. It's called life. I'm living mine as a gay man and an addict in recovery who's dealing with aging and being a friend and finding happiness and staying healthy and having fun and enjoying laughter, all while living with HIV for more than 25 years. I'm Mark S. King, and this is my fabulous disease.
The two of you have been together for a year or so, is that right?
Right.
And at some point, you visited the Philadelphia Center for HIV testing. Tell me what that was like for you.
The woman did the test. I went outside and I paced up and down, and I waited 20 minutes, and when I went back in, she pulled him from behind the binder, and she was sitting there for a second, and she turned around, and she told me my results came back positive. And I was like, are you 100% positive that's my results? And she was like, I'm sure. And I was like, well, is there any way we could, like, make sure this is right? And she told me that they had the secondary blood test with the finger tap.
Yeah.
And we did that, and you get those results in about 5 minutes. And we did those, and they came back positive as well. And it was just like, it was like a ball of confusion, nervous, nauseous, just everything.
I told him I wasn't going to leave him, and we were going to get through this together. And then we're like, let's go see my test results.
So you didn't even know yours at the time that you're giving comfort to him. Did it make you nervous about what you might have?
I was extremely nervous. But whatever it was, you know, we were going to get through it. We were going to do what we had to do. And so we went and found out, and mine came back negative. And I think that relieved him a lot.
That helped me out a lot. Like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then after that, we sat down with a few people from the Philadelphia Center, and they said, you're not going to die. You're going to be okay. And they told us all of our options, what he can do, what I can do. And when we left there, we were like fine with it. We were like, okay, this is just something we got to deal with.
Wow.
Let's do it.
Talk about the resilience of youth.
Right.
You know, so when you talked about, they talked to you about your options. What did they talk about?
They told me that I really didn't know what it was. They said something called PrEP, and they said it's a once-a-day pill that could prevent me getting HIV. And then I found out a lot more about it. And then I decided.
Did you do research on your own? Did you look online? Or?
I did a lot of research.
Did independent research.
And then I'm like, yeah, I should do this. And so I called my doctor the next day, and I went in, and he prescribed me PrEP.
Why was it so important to you?
Because I wanted to keep my health right, and I wanted to stay with him.
You know, the studies that were done about PrEP showed that it was highly effective for people who were compliant. But then there's been a lot of concern about, well, what if people don't take it every day? And what if they forget about it? And people aren't capable of remembering it on a regular basis.
Right.
Has that been a problem for you at all?
No.
No. Is it simple just to remember to take it?
For me, it is. I don't forget. It's just something I just like clicked that I just do every night, and it takes like 2 minutes to pop a pill and you're done. Something
else that is a common objection to PrEP is the fact that people see it as a license for people to go out and have all sorts of sleazy sex and multiple partners and be promiscuous and all of that.
We always wear a condom. We're not, just because I take this pill doesn't mean that we're just going to have unprotected sex. Even though the likelihood of me getting HIV, since we're both taking pills and he's positive and I'm negative, we're still not going to take that risk.
It was just kind of like, I don't want to say like common sense first, but it was just like first knowledge of safety first. Like,
it's
like
better
I know
safe
this
than
is
sorry.
Like I know this is something I'm gonna have to deal with for the rest of my life. Like I don't want to put him through that. Like if I can keep him safe, why not keep him safe?
So I mean, you're in the middle of this. I mean, the middle of getting all of this started. You only tested a few months ago.
Yeah.
And just now you're in your first 30 days of treatment, and you're going to go back for your blood test. Now, from what we know that there's a very good chance that the next time you get your blood work done, you're not going to see any virus.
No.
You know, I mean, let's cross our fingers,
Yes.
but that's generally what happens.
Mhm.
You know, so you're feeling good about this?
I'm feeling very good about this. I'm hopefully going to be undetectable.
Is there any advice, Chance, that you'd want to give anybody who is nervous about being tested or tested positive?
Any advice for anybody who's nervous about being tested? You should never be nervous about being tested. You should never be nervous. You should always go get tested at least every 6 months if you're sexually active. And for somebody who finds out they're positive, have your little freak out week and then collect yourself and then move forward.
What about you, Josh? People who might be at risk for whatever reason.
If you're at risk, I go and get tested every 3 months, and just get tested and know your options and choose them wisely, and that's about it.
That's great. I want to say you're wise beyond your years, but what I do know for a fact is you're taking such great initiative, and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
As it were, even though I hardly know you, I'm proud of you. So thank you so much for coming in and talking to us.
Thank you.
Thank you.